Today, Brian's going to talk about two dudes from the Bible who followed God their entire lives. One of those dudes was Caleb. Hey, I may be 85 and everything, but I'm still as strong as I was back when I was in my prime. What, do you know how much I can bench? Well, I guess that's not really what we're here to talk about today, but you may remember me because I was one of Joshua's friends, and back in the day, we were some of the 12 spies. We spied out the land and we said, hey, God's on our side. We can beat anybody. But the other 10 were like, oh, that little crying babies, and we don't think we can do it. But no, I was like, hey, we can. And I have followed God my entire life. And I still follow him today. And just this morning, me and this army, we went out and we took some of that land that I said back in that day that we could take. And even at 85, I was out leading an army, conquering the land, because that's what God can do. Another one of those dudes was Joshua. Well, you probably know me. I'm Joshua. I was one of the 12 spies. I helped spy out the land. God said we can do it. When Moses was alive, I was his assistant. And I used to hang out at the tent of meeting where God would meet with Moses. And then I led the Israelites into the promised land and helped them defeat Jericho and Ai and all of these places. And just recently I was telling the people of Israel, I was telling them, hey, you all got to decide. You got to decide. Are you going to follow all those made up gods, the people who got the real God just destroyed? All those made up gods who couldn't save them at all? Are you going to follow them? Or are you going to follow our God? The God who parted the Red Sea, the God who parted the Jordan, the God who made the walls fall down to Jericho. As for me and my household, we're going to serve that God. You got to decide for yourselves. I don't think you can do it, but you got to decide which God are you going to choose, the made up gods or the real God who did all these miracles for us. Well, it's probably not part of God's plan for your life to be a spy or to conquer nations or lead a country, but it doesn't matter. Whether you're just a kid or you're as old as Caleb, we get to make that choice every day. Who will we serve? Are we going to follow God and be lifelong followers of him who become more like him every day? Or are we not going to? Every day you get to make that choice. I hope that you and your family, your household, will make that choice to follow God all the days of your lives.